am quite stunned that they managed to kill Vecna and the Mind Flayer in like an hour. The Mind Flayer showed up and died like 2 minutes later. How? I'm also surprised that there weren't any Demogorgons or Demodogs. I understand that having an army of them would be too OP, but it would have been nice and made sense to see them. We have to address this. How is Derek stronger than Vecna? I know he let go because Holly got past the cave line, but how is he even struggling versus a kid? Come on. This is the final episode. I am expecting everybody, even the villains, to bring all they have. Make this episode as peak as possible. The Duffers have said that this isn't Game of Thrones. People don't just die. They fight Vecna and the Mind Flayer and nobody even gets hurt. There's just a bunch of obvious pump fakes. Like Steve about to fall off the tower. Why would he die in such an insignificant moment? But Callie died. Yeah. The most insignificant character died. Her addition was just so she could die. She does give Eleven the idea of sacrificing herself, but that's something Eleven could have came up with by herself. Eleven dying was always going to hit hard. I just wish she died fighting Vecna or something. Instead, it's because of the military guys. They are just there to be annoying. Always one step behind, not really a big threat. Why not just give Eleven a heroic, badass death fighting Vecna to the end? That would have been much cooler. At the end, Mike gives his theory of her possibly still being alive. Yeah. She's dead. Listen, I don't just want to see characters die. I just think it's important for certain characters to die in certain moments so that the stakes are high and they remain high. So there is real fear when a character decides to do something risky, like Nancy deciding to be bait. That should be a scary moment right there, but people don't die. How worried can I be for her when I know like, oh, she's most likely going to survive this because the Duffers don't kill people. They kill the villains so quickly, which leaves a lot of time for epilogue stuff to happen. They graduate, they play D&D one last time, which was cool to see. Holly and her friends take over. That was like perfectly done. And they even have their own black guy, you know, because you gotta have diversity, so you know, I guess good for them. Joyce pretty much did nothing the whole time, but she did cut off Vecna's head, which was a great scene with all the flashbacks of the trauma everybody went through. During that scene, I'm just thinking, Holly and her friends, well, everybody is going to have some crazy PTSD. Another great scene was Eleven talking to Mike before dying. That was done well. Listen, this wasn't a perfect ending or final episode in my opinion, but for the hardcore lovers of this show, after 10 years or whatever, seeing one of your favorite shows end is going to be emotional by default. As you can probably tell, I don't have that emotional attachment to the show, so I can be more objective, but also I can be a little harsh in some areas. I defend movies and shows that other people don't like. I love Game of Thrones to the point that I don't mind the messy ending because I love that show that much. I expect people to do that with this show, and they should do that. Being dead honest though, this finale was pretty underwhelming in the action part. The epilogue stuff is cool, but I mean, I want to see a peak ending to the villains and a great action sequence, which we just didn't get. All the predictions of who might die, what might happen, and the most predictable ending happened. So I don't know. I felt underwhelmed, but that's just me.